Just what is it you think we found, Mr. Cole?
Something deep and dark, detectives. Something deep and dark.
So that's a scene from True Detective, which I'm watching. Last night I stayed up extra late to watch it just because I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And Michael Potts plays one of the detectives who's interviewing Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson's characters on True Detective. Hey, Michael, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Let me. I'm very good, thank you. Do you watch your own show? Because I've met so many actors where if you're really into the show and you assume they are too, and then you sound silly when you finally realize, oh, he doesn't even watch the show he's on. I've had that experience too many times, so I want to ask you if you watch True Detective.
I do. I mean, I can understand that because it took me a while in the very beginning when I started doing television to actually watch myself.
Yeah.
And this was the thing when it came on. It was a huge event for some of my, friends and colleagues, and we got together and they forced me to watch the first episode, and I literally watched it with my, my jaw dropped at how good it was.
Did you?
And I wasn't talking about, my work and myself. I was just overwhelmed with how good the show is. And had I not been on it, I would be hooked.
Yeah. Okay. So you would be a fan of this show. Okay. Good. I'm glad to hear that because I am a big fan of the show.
Oh wow.
Now, mostly you've done a lot of stage work, right?
Yeah.
You've done, I mean, TV and film, but would you say stage has been kind of like what you've done mostly in your career?
Oh yeah. It's been my meat and potatoes. It certainly has.
So let me just tell everybody, this is a show. It's so great.
Yeah, how great is it? It's
so great that, how great is it? I would pay for HBO even if there was nothing else on HBO.
Really?
Yeah.
That's that good.
But there is.
Whoa,
I like a lot of HBO stuff, but I pay for it. So anyway, what's happening is these two one of them's a former detective, Matthew McConaughey, and now he's just kind of like a burnout. And they're being interviewed in present day,
okay, by
Michael's character, who is Detective Gilbo, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and the other detective. They're asking him about these famous ritualistic killings that happened in 1995. So the action takes place in 95,
okay,
and then again in 2002, and through the interview process, you get to You find relive the story, right? So it's, you got to pay attention to follow it because it's going back and forth through time and stuff. You got to watch Woody Harrelson's hairline to see what year it is. Matthew McConaughey, it almost hurts me to say this because, that he's such a good actor. Because I preferred to think of him as just this pot smoking naked bongo playing hippie, and also he loves Texas, and I'm an OU fan. But I have to grudgingly, I have to hand it to him. God, is he a good actor?
Yeah, he's knocking it out of the park. Yeah. I mean, this is literally. I was asked a question last night by a fellow actor. Is he really that good? Was he really killing it when you guys were sitting in there in the room? And I had to say, absolutely. I mean, the man is so on his game right now. I mean, at the height. And he is really that good. There's no comparison between now and his earlier careers.
Yeah.
It's night and day what this man is putting out there.
Yeah. Wow. With Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey, when I first heard they were doing a show together, I just thought, oh, excuse to smoke pot. That's all this show really is. Does everybody get a contact high just from walking too close to their trailers?
No.
No? Come on, but you can smell it though, right?
No.
Yes, you can. Come on, you're in the same room with both of them. You got it. You can smell it on them. Not true?
No, not at all.
So I noticed last night they said 2 more episodes. Is that 2 more episodes in the series or 2 more episodes in a season?
In a season.
Okay, so they'll come back for another season.
Well, that's the hope. Nothing has been officially announced, but it seems pretty likely.
Yeah, because
it's the response they've gotten. It seems pretty likely
because it's a hit. I mean, critically, the viewers love it. It's a hit all around, I would say.
Yeah, no, it's a great thing. It's a special, one of those rare things. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Very special.
So when you're watching the show, are you aware of where the plot's going? Because you're kind of stuck, your character and your fellow detective, you're kind of stuck in the present time.
Yeah,
so I don't know if you know everything that's going on in 95 and 2002 before you actually see the show.
No, we don't necessarily, because between 1995 and 2012, when we're beginning the interviews, I mean, there are a lot of holes. There's information we don't have because, and we mentioned it in the show, there have been two major hurricanes. Well, one, Hurricane Andrew, and then, of course, everyone remembers Hurricane Katrina.
Of course.
And in that, a lot of records and police files were lost. So we're basically trying to fill a lot of holes. And basically that's why we're questioning these detectives so intently so much.
Yeah,
Cole and Hart, because there's a lot we don't know that we need to put together.
See, the story's being told through these two detectives. Who Michael, you play one of the detectives, and who's the other actor? He's very good.
Torrey Kittle plays Thomas Papadilla.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it's being told through those guys. They're kind of the Homer who's leading us through all this.
Oh, okay.
Right. I mean, we're asking the questions that the audience would ask, or that you would want to know.
Are you're aware? I'm sure you are that the president of the United States said that he was going to, a couple weekends ago, he said he was going to get all the advanced copies and he was going to power watch True Detective.
I mean, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
I mean, a family, a cousin of mine said that to me. I didn't have any idea. And now everybody's been hitting me, on social media about this, that he wanted advanced copies. And people were getting upset. It's like, so he's going to get to know the ending this whole week? And I had to go, I said, look, he's the president of the United States. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
I don't think HBO is going to tell him no.
I can just see the next press conference. He's expected to take questions about the Ukraine or whatever, and somebody stands up and
he better not drop any clues.
Right. David Gregory. He calls on the first question. The guy stands up and says, "All right, does Cole turn out to be the Yellow King?" Or
better not. That's the $1 million question. Everybody wants to know that. I have family that's threatening to disown me if I don't tell them.
Well, but you wouldn't be doing him any favors. I mean, come on. In the end, you don't want to really know the end of the book.
You want to see it.
No. You got to. You're ratcheting up the tension of the whole thing, and people are hooked, and you'll see. So when people give me a theory, and I've heard 14 different theories, I just go, okay.
The theory that I just heard I hope it's not true, and this is probably one they're calling it the Fight Club True Detective theory. Have you heard that one?
No, I've heard that one.
That's that there's only one detective, and that Cole is kind of like Detective Hart's alter ego.
What?
Yeah. So that there's only really one detective, and Cole is kind of like the Tyler Durden to.
Wow. Okay.
So that's a new one for you.
Yeah, that's a brand new one. Sounds good.
Well, I hope it turns out not to be the case there. So True Detective, I don't know if you're not the president of the United States how you get copies, but if you got the on demand, and there's all kinds of different ways people watch the show. Yeah, and then I guess they rerun them too. Mm-hmm. So it's really good. There's a lot of nudity. They find like the hottest girls.
Alexandra Daddario.
Right. All these chicks are so hot. In fact, the one you just mentioned,
Alexandra Daddario.
Yeah, she said when she heard about the Obama thing, she said, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. The president has now seen my boobs." All right.
Oh yes. A lot of people have seen it. A lot of people have seen those.
This is actor Michael Potts. He's doing a fantastic job. One of the best shows on television, as far as I'm concerned, is True Detective. 2 more weeks of it. Get into it now. It's not too late. Thank you, Michael. Pleasure
My
talking
pleasure.
to you.
Thank
Take
you.